Already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body soul got a king body. Body gon' shine, bling, bling body. Calling all the shots, ring, ring body.
And I said I was touching on this a little bit in the other one, is your friends are usually the opposite of you. They're usually like a beta female, and usually you balance each other out. Number 7, and this is a tricky one, the spotlight is usually on you. So for me, I watch my previous story times, I've always had problems with people no matter what. So because I always have problems with people, I usually try to almost go invisible to just not have to deal with people. But no matter what I do, no matter what, if I go to the back of the room, people are going to find me. If I go to the back of the room and decide, okay, I'm going to stay here, they're going to notice you, they're going to try and pull you in, they're going to try and get you involved in the drama, they're going to try and get your opinions on things, try and pull you in. That's what they're going to do always. So if it is that you get the spotlight no matter what, even if you're not trying to get the spotlight, you are more than likely an alpha female or alpha male. A very good example was, for me, it was church. Like, I used to sit at the back of the room and try to not get involved as much as I can, just because it's just like I came to church to serve God and just wanting to find myself and mind my own business. Like, I wasn't interested in becoming friends with anybody. I wasn't interested in leading anything or taking part in any type of activity or whatever the case might be. And I remember every time people would have problems with me, like if I sit at the back, they're like, you want to sit at the back and you don't want to take part, and they would preach on the mic, and it's just like, am I the only person at church? Because it's just like, it's very annoying. And I remember they used to force me pretty much to do like Sunday school or to start moderating, and it got to the point where they were so forceful that I ended up teaching Sunday school, and I ended up being the moderator for church, even though my initial goal was never to go there and become or teach or do anything. But because of the type of personality that you are, they're almost saying like you're wasted potential. And I remember they used to say to me all the time, like, to whom much is given, much is expected, stuff like that. So no matter what, even if you decide you don't want to take part in stuff and you don't want to have the spotlight on you, you're naturally going to be called out or be forced almost be in the spotlight and step up. If you are always in the spotlight, you're more than likely an alpha female. Number 8 is you are purpose driven. You don't do things merely just to do things. You try to have some intentions behind why you do what you do, and you believe in a higher purpose, and you believe in a calling on your life, and you try and have purpose and try to be impactful in what you do and stuff like that. Number 9, and this is the biggest one of the biggest ones, of course, you are not afraid to be alone. You are a loner. You're not afraid to be quiet. You're not afraid to be by yourself, thinking and doing your own thing, because you don't need other people in order to be yourself. You don't need other people in order to fulfill you. You don't need other people in order to be motivated. You don't need other people to do pretty much anything. As human beings, we all need people, like for communication and just for affection and stuff like that. But not in that way, in the sense that you're almost self-sufficient, you're self-reliant, you can rely on yourself, and you believe highly in yourself and your abilities, again with the confidence, and you're not afraid to be alone no matter what. For example, like I moved to this country, and I moved to this country on my own. I have families in other states. I have family almost all over the place, like they're everywhere, and I chose to come, and I don't even really go around my family or anything, and I am able to do that. Not everybody is able to do that. A lot of persons would come to this country and they would need a lot of support and a lot of people around them. They would be able to thrive or do anything. Even though I have my husband, like, other people would need more. They would need other people in order to survive. So that's a very good example. So if it is that you're able to survive on your own and you're able to thrive on your own, that's a very, very strong indicator that you are an alpha female or male. It even comes down to you even thrive better alone than in groups of people. You never run in packs. That's a very good indicator that you're an alpha. You don't need a whole group of people around you in order to do what you need to do. You don't need a group of people around you in order to feel confident. You are able to rely on yourself and be self-sufficient with just you and God and the universe, whatever you believe in. You're very much good with doing that. Last but not least, and number 10, you know how to love. A lot of people, one of my coworkers came up to me, very strange, because they asked a lot of questions, like I said, and they just asked a lot of questions. I guess I intrigued them, so they asked a lot of questions. So one of my coworkers came up to me and she was like, how are you? Do you like hug your husband? Are you like affectionate that way? Because I'm very seemingly cold and not affectionate. Like PDA, I don't like PDA, stuff like that. But you know how to love and you know how to be affectionate. You choose when it is that you want to show affection to people and love people. The people that are around you, you are very much loving and affectionate and warm towards those people, and those people usually love the hell out of you because they understand that not everybody gets this side of you. It's almost like giving people the surface of you. Everybody else gets the surface of you, and your people, the people that you choose, get the deeper layers, and they are very appreciative of that, and they really come to understand that yes, not everybody gets that, so they're pretty much like your chosen people, and they really appreciate that because they understand that damn, not everybody gets this side of you, and that's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a bigger deal to me when somebody like me that doesn't really show emotions and is super affectionate with everybody, and everybody gets the same giggly, laughy type personality, and then it means more when you have your specific people that you decide, I'm going to let my guard down with these people and totally be silly as hell, funny as hell, loving as hell, warm as hell with those people. But when it comes to showing the general public, you're pretty much a surface, transactional, robotic almost. That's me, and that's an alpha person for you. So if it is that you could identify or relate to any of these, you're more than likely an alpha. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.